Hello and welcome to my channel. Um, if you are new, thanks for stopping by. If you are returning, thank you. Today we're going to be making this little basket. I made it for Mother's Day, but it could easily be done for any occasion, birthday, Easter, anything really. Inside it has a lid like a picnic basket, and inside I've just popped some hand cream and some shower gel. You could easily put treats in it, anything really, anything you want. So let's get started. You're going to need a piece of 12 by 12, a piece that measures 5 1/8 by 9 inch, a piece that is 1 1/8 by 11 3/4, and a piece that is 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. We're going to start with this. I'm going to do a little bit of scoring. Now you need to score this at, I've used a non-directional paper, but if you're using a directional, just make sure you got it the right way around. And we're going to score this at, oops, we don't want to cut it, we want to score it. We're going to score it at 4. Turn it round. 4 again. It's 4 and 8 really. I just made it easier. 4, 8. Then we're going to rotate it once. Then you're going to score it at 3. And 9. And that's all the scoring you'll need. There is no cutting involved. The one that we've just done between the 3 oh, is it not scored? Where we've scored it at 3 and 9, we want to find a halfway point, which is 6 inches. So I shall just get my scoreboard and I shall just mark it at 6. Roughly the centre, and I'm just going to put a little mark there. We'll cover that up, you won't see that. Turn it all the way over to the opposite side and do exactly the same again, scoring in at 6. So you should have a little mark like that. Now where we've scored it here at 3 and 9, and then we've scored it at 4 and 8, where these two lines intersect, which is here and here on mine, I'll just mark it so you can just see them. Here and here, you're going to get a ruler, and you want a thin embossing tool if you've got one, not too thin, and we're going to score from that point to that intersection there. So basically it's creating a triangle. Less pressure, more score lines. And do exactly the same on the other side, from the top to the intersection where them two lines meet. Then we're going to turn it all the way around where we've got the other score mark. And again, where these two lines intersect here, we're going to score it from the centre down to that intersection there. And again on the opposite side. Then go ahead and burnish all your score lines. I've used a bit of a busy paper really, but just burnish all those score lines, every single one of them. So now you should have something like that. What we're going to do is these, where this is here, we're going to just push it and pinch it so it more or less folds in on itself. Like that. So you're going to end up with that. So what you do is push it in. It's a bit fiddly, but you do get there if you've scored it deep enough. So push it in, pinch it, and as you can see, it automatically wants to go in that way. Oh, my paper's not behaving today. Right, pinch it down to the end, I might do better. So then you've got that, and then just burnish it all. Make sure that them lines are well creased. So it should have something that looks like that. And what I did, I just got my stapler, because you're going to hide it anyway, so I just got my stapler and just stapled. Just put a little staple in, just to hold it. You can always remove the stapler. Oh, that didn't hold it, did it? Nothing ever works. Oh, no, we can't. We'll try that one again. That's better. Right, just a little staple just to hold it. We're going to do exactly the same on the opposite side. So where your score lines are, just pinch it. Just pinch it down to that corner. As you can see, it does want to go by itself. So just let it go where it wants to and burnish it. And do exactly the same on the opposite side. Find your score line, pinch it all the way down and join them together. Just burnish all those score lines, make them nice and neat. And then I'm just going to put a little staple in just to hold it. So you should have something that looks like that. So we're going to pop that to one side for the minute. Now we've got a bit more scoring to do. Get your piece that is 5 1/8 by 9 and score at 4 1/2. Score, don't cut. 4 1/2. And then half an inch on all 4 sides. Is it half an inch? My mistake, 1/4 of an inch. Quarter of an inch on all 4 sides. Sorry, not half an inch. 1/4 of an inch. Is it? Where's it? Hang on. Might have to give you the right measurement for that in a minute. No, sorry, it is half inch. Half inch on all 4 sides. We'll get it right. Half an inch. Half an inch. And half an inch. So you've got your 4.5 and then your half inch on all 4 sides. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create some little tabs. Now, where you've scored it in the middle at 4.5, there's 2 little score marks here. Either side of those score marks, you just want to cut a little triangle out. So it looks like that. Rotate and do exactly the same on the opposite side. So it's like that. Then you've got 4 little squares in each corner. And we're going to create 4 little tabs. So cut up the score line to the first score line and take off a little wedge. So it looks like that. Rotate, cut up to the first score line, remove a little wedge. So you've created another little tab. And do that again on all 4 sides, up to the first score line and cut a little wedge. Just then you've got a nice neat edge when you put your tabs together. Up to the first score line, cut a little wedge. Now what we're going to do is we're going to burnish all these half inch score lines and tabs. So just bend them over. You can use your bone folder if you wish, but I'm just using my fingers today, my thumbs I should say. So yeah. So you should have something that looks like that. So now we want a little bit of glue. Fold your little tabs in, bit of glue. Just make sure you get them corners nice and neat, like that. Hold it for a couple of seconds till it grabs. And then just repeat on all 4 corners. And again. Just lining them up. Fingers aren't working today. Just lining them up. And again on this corner. So there's your lid. Now what I did, I just bent the middle just backwards and forwards a little bit just to break those fibres, and then it's easily, you can easily flip it open on either side then. I'll just crease it off a bit. So that's your lid done. So we're going to pop that to one side now. We're going to come back to the basket. The small piece that we cut, which is 5 3/4 by 3 3/4, is, oh, wrong one. Oh, I seem to have lost it. May have to cut another one. I'll do that in a minute. Anyway, one 1/8 by 11 3/4. This is going to be your handle, like that. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to round off my corners. Just to make them look a bit neater. There we are. Now I also have some brads. You'll also need 2 circles, and I've got a sentiment there. So what I'm going to do with those is get my pokey tool, and I've got a little sponge here, then I don't stab my fingers, and I'm just where the staple is, I'm just going to punch and roll, hopefully. There we are. Just punch and roll, and do exactly the same on the other side. Just near the staple. So I'm just going to punch and roll right there. There we are. 2 holes. And what that is going to create, that's just going to go over there. Just mark it roughly and just put your little hole in. And then I've got some little flower brads. I'm just going to pop them in on either side. Just open them up and squash that down. So got something like that. Exactly the same on the other side. Just so it's about 1 inch down, I would say. Find the middle, which is roughly about there. There we are, that were a bit easier. Get my little brad. Pop it in the hole. Open the 2 wings at the back. And these 2 circles that we cut out, these 2, are actually going to cover that inside. I'll just move the handle out of the way so you can see. It's going to cover that inside like that. So we'll go ahead and stick those down. A little bit wet glue. You can use hot glue if you wish. Just pop it down. Hold it for a few seconds till it grabs. Just give it a press. There. Just save that catching your fingers on the brads inside. Second one. These are 1 3/8 circles. I've used a circle punch, Stampin' Up circle punch. This is all Stampin' Up paper. Just hold that down for a couple of seconds. And there you have, or beginning to have, your little basket. Right, we come back to the lid. Now then, the lid. Or no, I'll do the inside. So let's measure that. It is, go with centimetres, 15 centimetres by 10. So I'll just cut that out. Centimetres, which is 6 7/8. 6 7/8. 6 7/8. I got that right. By 10 centimetres. 6 7/8 by 4 inch. 6 7/8 by 4. And what that is going to do is it's just going to line the bottom, just to make it a bit stronger. Now you can stick that in, which I'm going to do. I think I'll even just round the corners off on this. I'll just pop it in the bottom just to give it a bit of strength, really. You don't have to. If you use thicker cardstock, then you'll be fine. But I'm just going to pop that in the bottom. Like that. Just give it a bit of a... Make sure it's stuck down. So there we go. Right, now we've got your lid. You see it's quite a little cute basket. So then we've got the lid. And where the cutout is, the little triangle, that goes where the handle is. She says. When it decides it wants to go on. Oh, come on, bit fiddly this one. There we go, it's on. So there we have a little basket. Now I have cut some flowers out, or should I say punched some flowers out using a petal punch, which I'm just going to decorate the top with some little flowers. Oh, on there. On there. And one there. Just cut some little leaves out as well. I shall pop a couple on the opposite corner. I have put a bunny rabbit on the other one. Because my mother likes rabbits. And then, so there we have a little basket. Stamped a heart with a punch. Or I should say I punched out a heart and stamped it. Happy Mother's Day. Just gonna pop a little hole in the top using roughly in the centre there. I'll just get some twine. Got some gold. That looks pretty. Got some gold twine here. Just gonna pop that through the hole. Just pop it through, and then I'm just going to tie that. And there we have it, our little basket. I think it's quite cute, that. Like I said, you can fill it with treats, bath bombs, shower gels, hand creams, anything that you fancy. I hope you like it. Until next week.